We are now counting the last 10 more exemplary Citizen watches that represent the entire spectrum of what the legendary Japanese brand can produce: battery-free field watches to the most precise, light-powered movement ever made. It has been more than 100 years of Citizen engineering its way back to the heart of smartwatches, and it has demonstrated that flashy marketing is not the key attribute that makes a watch worthy of wearing. Let's get started. Number 10. Citizen Eco Drive BM818003 is a small 30mm field watch that is the ideal introduction into the Citizen product line. It has a strong, military-inspired black dial with bold Arabic numerals, luminous hands, and a handy day-date window at 3 o'clock. And the whole is also set on a rugged case made of stainless steel that is only 9mm thick. It is charged by any light source with the E100 E1001 Eco Drive motion and does not require a battery. A scratch-resistant mineral crystal and 100 meters of waterproof cover ensure it can withstand everyday bump. Improved heading, strangely dressed, a green nylon strap-rolled loop completes an outdoorsy, no-nonsense appearance that is far in excess of its price range. This is the sort of watch you hardly feel you have on until somebody inquires of you where you got that watch. Citizen Eco Drive BM818003 costs around $295 USD. Number 9. Citizen Promaster Marine BN0191 offers true luxury dive watch allure at a fraction of the costs of the watches that inspired it. The 45mm diver has a beautiful azure blue dial with a complementary aluminum bezel insert, which has water resistance of 200 meters and a smooth 60-click unidirectional bezel, helping to measure the elapsed time. The E168 Eco Drive movement will ensure you will never again think about a battery, yet the brushed bracelet with polished center links give it that sleek appearance, which its owners will always reckon as being on a par with watches of much more expensive brands. Critics admire the fact that it is comfortable to wear, although the case is larger than normal, and that it has lume that competes with dedicated tool watches with a couple of times higher prices. The Citizen Promaster Marine BN0191 has a price around $395,475 USD. Number 8. Citizen Eco Drive Chandler AT2480 offers an insight into the fact that a sporty chronograph does not have to be bulky to impress. The 43mm Citizen Eco Duratec-coated titanium case showcases a beautiful blue dial and a stopwatch, date window, and 12/24-hour display, making it a charismatic watch in a familiar 98-piece limited edition. With an astounding power supply of approximately 6 months, the H500 caliber Eco Drive movement and the sapphire crystal makes the dial look like it has never been worn over the years of daily use. Having 100 meters of water resistance, a fold-over push-button clasp, it can be used in the gym just as much as it can be used in the office, the true feature of performance and the lightness of a traditional steel chronograph. Citizen Eco Drive Chandler AT2480 is sold between $300 and $395 USD. Number 7. Citizen Promaster Sky CB5050 takes Citizen's aviation history and puts it into a truly worthy travel companion. Designed to suit pilots and frequent flyers, this super titanium watch has world time in 24 cities, a perpetual calendar up to the year 2100, radio-controlled timekeeping, which corrects itself according to the atomic clocks around the different locations. The E6660 Eco Drive movement provides 300 days of power in the dark, and the 43mm large case holds a chronograph, alarm, and dual time under antireflective cover on the sapphire crystal. It has water resistance of 200 meters, which means that it will be equally effective in the underwater cockpit as in the cockpit. Citizen Promaster Sky CB502057 is sold at a price of around USD $625,700. Number 6. Citizen Promaster Tough BJ7111 takes a step higher to 5 times harder than stainless steel, and it is about 40% lighter, made of super titanium. The GMT is a consumer-friendly, more than swimming diver, featuring a dual-time capability in addition to 200 meters of water resistance and an anti-magnetic casing that scoffs off daily electronics. The sapphire crystal is much more scratch-resistant than the mineral glass used in lower-range models, and the solar-powered movement needs to keep it running without the need to touch a battery. It is also a hypoallergenic element that enables titanium to be a comfortable element that can be worn long hours and cause no fatigue to the wrist. The Citizen Promaster Tough BJ7111 or 86E costs around $425,450 USD. Number 5. Citizen Eco Drive Corso AT2398 CX adds modest style to the Citizen design. This dress casual chronograph is part of the long-running Corso collection, which features a fresh, vintage dial arrangement together with the Real Deal sports watch features a chronograph, date display in 12 to 24-hour time, all behind a scratch-resistant sapphire crystal. The case and bracelet are made of stainless steel and are placed in a combination of a smooth brushed and polished case and bracelet, which photo well and wear even better in the real world. Similar to any other Corso, it is powered by Eco Drive technology, which means that you will never have to change a battery and that the only disruption it will cause to your day-to-day lifestyle is its ability to go directly to work in the office and then directly to the dinner table on the weekend. Citizen Eco Drive Corso AT2398 costs about $2,753 USD. Number 4. Citizen Signature Stiletto AR207051E belongs to one of the most technologically astonishing collections of Citizen the lineup, whose building principle implies the accomplishment of an exceptionally slim form without compromising on solar-powered convenience. The stiletto models are only 4.7 mm thick. This possible due to the incredibly slim G870 G872 Eco Drive caliber, which they can nonetheless use to power their watches indefinitely by any light source. The machined stainless steel caser is matched with an elegant guilloche pattern dial, and the sapphire crystal offers the unique capability of genuine resistance to scratches in spite of the exquisitely slim shape of the watch. It is a design-oriented dress watch that is constructed to suit individuals who desire their wristwatch to be lost beneath a cuff, yet wonderfully shine at the wrist. Citizen Signature Stiletto AR207051 cost between $4,005 to $5,000 USD. Number 3. Citizen Eco Drive One AR504451E is a true Swiss technically marvel, as it was made the thinnest light-powered watch in the globe upon its release, boasting a thickness of only 2.98 mm. Therein lies the incredible caliber 8826, with 85 parts in a movement approximately 1 mm thick, and consuming no power whatsoever, being entirely energized by ambient light via an ultra-thin solar dial. The case is a combination of cermet, a cement-like ceramic metal composite, and Duratect, a coating by Citizen, exceptionally resistant to scratches, on the surface of the case, and a sapphire crystal, which is life cycle material, with an exclusive clarity coating on top of the dial. The watch will last up to a year of complete darkness on a full charge, and during this time, it will retain its accuracy of approximately 15 seconds a month. It is a watch that is designed towards individuals who value silence, technical genius over glitz. Citizen Eco Drive One AR204451E costs on the order of $2,300 USD with different configurations. Number 2. Citizen Signature Grand Classic BU0050 is part of the more upscale calendrier line of Citizen, and it has been constructed to show off. Featuring a day, date, and month subdial, 44 mm stainless steel timepiece, an operation that is altogether secured by a sapphire crystal and a strap made of leather. This is undoubtedly a demonstration that justifies the extra cost its patrons incur, since this timepiece is distinctly dressy. Layered dial design is driven by the Eco Drive caliber 8730 movement, which provides it with some visual depth that otherwise can only be found on much more expensive watches. It has a water resistance of 100 meters that is sufficient in everyday use, and the deployment clasp with push buttons gives it a high-quality, high-safe touch. And should you desire a watch which you can read during dinner or during a client meeting as easily as possible, here is one of the best style statements made by Citizen: the Citizen Signature Grand Classic BU0050 costs about $475 USD. Number 1. Citizen Caliber 0100 AT2480 family, and when you will know the technology inside, it will be clear why. Caliber 0100 movement was the most precise light-powered watch movement any ever made, maintaining IP less than an incredible 1 second per year, using only an 8.4 MHz proposed quartz oscillator that is 250 times quicker than a standard quartz. Such an impressive frequency notwithstanding, engineers of Citizen managed to accomplish it without compromising the Eco Drive trait of efficiency, and the watch can now run up to about 6 months without light at all. Simple lines and forms are used to create a masterpiece minimalist design. The second hand is perfectly placed. The dial ceases directly over each of the 60 indices. It is even, smooth, and perfectly finished, an expert use of Liga fabrication as well as of haute horlogerie. It comes in a super titanium case with a sapphire crystal front and skeleton sapphire case back, and is the flagship of Citizen, an indication that the light-powered quartz can compete with, and even in precision, watches that cost tens of thousands of dollars. The Citizen Caliber 0100 is sold at around $7,400 USD in super titanium, and only a few white gold has been sold at $1,600 USD.